Live from New York, it's Bing TV. Direct from Search Marketing Expo East in New York City. Hosted by Francis Donegan Ryan.
Hi, Facebook! Welcome to another episode of Bing TV Live. We're coming to you from New York this week. That's why we changed from Monday to Tuesday. We are here at SMX East in New York City. We have a 3-day conference here that's covering everything in the world of search and digital, paid, organic, retail, analytics, social, so all sorts of fun things on. And right beside me here, I have Perna Verji. She is on our Bing Academy team. She's an absolute rock star, and she's speaking a couple times at this conference. So Perna, tell us about what you're speaking about and why you love coming to SMXs.
Oh my gosh, I was counting, and I think this is about my 15th SMX that I've done.
Wow.
And yes, I always joke, it's one of my favorite times of year. It's such a wonderful event. I'm surrounded by thousands of my peers, and I get to talk about what I love about Bing, so there could be no more joy than that. So I'm here talking today a little bit about the value of search and retail and how search impacts Amazon and vice versa, how search impacts offline. And then tomorrow, I'm going a little bit more futuristic, and we're talking about a chatbot testing plan. How can you use PPC to test chatbots?
I am super excited for your Amazon talk because I do think if you're in the world of retail, e-commerce, there's no way you're doing it without Amazon, and there should be no way you're doing it without search, and tying those two together just to make sure you're getting the best out of it. And I'm also so excited about bots. So tell us a little bit more, like, what is a bot and why is it super exciting?
So a chatbot essentially is a little artificial intelligence computer program that you can use to communicate, that can chat. I think bots are taking off because they're just so easy.
Yeah.
It's like if you can send a text message, which most of us do, right? There's more people who have who use SMS than they use a social media platform. So in that sense, you could take a quick message. They're available 24/7, 365 days of the year, and they can help you quickly and get your question answered very, very easily too. So I would say chatbots are something that we see have taken off hugely across Asia and countries like China, where they've been hugely popular for years and years. For customer service, for sales, for everything.
Also, as like a best friend.
Exactly, or as a best friend, like with our, what Microsoft created at the end of 2014 with Shawise, who is a bot that was designed to be your friend. So she was high, as you know, in IQ and EQ.
Yes.
So if you broke up with your boyfriend, for example, she'll put you on a 32-day breakup recovery plan.
Yep.
Yeah.
Which, you know, if I had a bot to help me through that, I think that'd be fantastic.
Yeah, she'll check in with you, ask you about your day, and your people really love her. They took to the social bots.
Yeah. So I'm so excited to learn more about that. We also have here our Excel with Bing Classroom. We have 4 sessions today. We've already had 2 of them. So the first session was all about automation and talking about how we can make our lives easier as paid search marketers by automating things so we can really focus on what is the most important thing that we should be spending our time on rather than, you know, easily updatable, automated tasks.
Make the technology work harder so you don't have to.
Yes, exactly. Perna and I always joke that if you do that, you can get out to happy hour faster, you can go on a bike ride, you can go home play with your kids. For me, it's I can go home and water my tree because that's my child. But then I think we've also covered Excel tips and tricks and Power BI, which is a Microsoft tool that lets you understand all of your big data, but then also visualize it, which is a big, big story at this conference.
Oh my gosh, Power BI has been, I think, the hottest product. It's something we get asked about so much, and top influencers like Will Reynolds from C Interactive are talking about how you can use it to make decisions or sell things to the C-suite or the decision makers to make life easier.
Yeah. And then this afternoon, we have the beautiful Perna on stage talking to us, like you mentioned earlier, all about the value of search. And then this evening, we have Jeff Colon, who's actually here with us. Jeff, join us on camera. So Jeff is also going to be actually showing us how to build a bot.
I am, and I think what's interesting in this session is I'm going to ask how many computer scientists are in the audience. Most likely there may be like one or two. And the whole point is that we don't want you to be a computer scientist, that the tools Microsoft has with Q&A Maker and FrameBot, you can all build a bot now, and this is really important for search as we move in this direction. So I have some theory as well that on why we all need to learn this stuff.
Yeah. I think it's so fascinating to be able to talk about these types of technologies and show that any of us with any background can go and help and build it.
100%.
Yeah, I mean, I think, as we can do stuff, more of a do-it-yourself business environment, I think it's important, that we provide the tools and that people know that Bing provides these tools for them.
Yeah, we're empowering our advertisers and marketers to go ahead and build better relationships with their clients through bots.
Yeah, I'm super excited. I know, Jeff, you've been working on building your own bots. And are you going to show us those, or are you going to build a new one from scratch?
I'm going to build a new one from scratch just so people can follow along.
Yeah.
Like, we'll go through the step-by-step of how to set up a bot in Azure, how to use sort of the Microsoft Cloud framework, and then the plugins that we have. I mean, you can basically deploy a bot across a variety of Microsoft ecosystems. And then what I also like is that if you already are not using Azure, maybe you're using a competitor, Microsoft is very open to that now. I think that's, I think there's a strength if you have a developer team that might develop on a certain platform. The point, though, is that we want search marketers to understand this is really not like a toy. It's almost like an essential, I think, in the next couple of months to understand how this works. Even if you don't become a developer, understanding how to talk to your developers, very important.
Yeah, absolutely. So, Perna, I know that you have to jump off. Perna's about to speak at 1:30, so she's going to go get mic'd up and do your power stance and prep for that. Thank you for joining us on Bing TV. Jeff, pop in. So talk to me about the excitement of coming to conferences like this. I know that there might be people here watching us on Facebook who haven't attended an SMX. Why would you encourage someone to invest and take the time to attend either an SMX conference or any other conference that you really enjoy where you learn a lot?
I mean, our viewers can't see, but we have thousands of people who are here. I think the networking aspect is really important.
Yeah.
There are other people you can meet that you possibly could do business with. There's a lot of education that happens in all the sessions. I think we're constantly trying to learn where most digital marketing is going. SMX has been doing it for a really long time, so I think they've even pivoted into some spaces they possibly didn't do before. I think that's all important. The networking, the learning, the education, just the atmosphere. I mean, for 3 days, you really get to be around people who are trying to learn the same things like we're all trying to learn.
Yeah. I do like it. I would say it's meeting the people. It's a lot of the social time that you have to really talk with each other. And I think the other thing that I love is this industry is so willing to share. I haven't worked in other industries where people get up on stage and they say, here's a strategy or an idea or a hypothesis that I thought of. Then I put it into action. Then I worked with either their own business or their client's business, and here's what we found. And now I'm going to come here. I'm going to tell you what I did. I'm going to tell you the results I got. I don't think you get that in a lot of other fields where they're just willing to share kind of magic sauce that they've come up with.
No, I mean, it's very open source in terms of people wanting to learn, best or next practices. And SMX, they do one in, east where we are right now in New York City, west in San Jose, and then advanced in our backyard of Seattle. And there's different sessions in each of those, and I think they are, they try to push that. I think there's always a session on elementary SEO and SEM, because they understand too there are constantly new people coming into the industry, and they don't just want to cater it to people who may be more advanced like yourself.
Yeah. And they hit all ages, and then also, I mean, the industry changes every few months anyways. If we're not ready to to learn the next thing, then we're going to fall behind.
Yeah.
So I like the opportunity here. We did have a friend, Carrie, who was going to jump on, but I think that she just got pulled into another conversation. I think as you can maybe see, there's lots of people walking back and forth here. I will say the other thing that's going on today, if you are in New York, if you are watching from SMX, is Janes of Digital tonight, which is being in Microsoft's diversity event that we put on several times a year around the country. If you're not in New York, you can watch, again, the live stream right on Facebook. So starting at 8:15 p.m. Eastern Time tonight, we'll start the live stream of Janes of Digital panel. The panels are really, I'm biased because I'm moderating the panel.
Who's on the panel this year?
So we have 4 incredible women. We have a woman, Amelie. She's on the Microsoft team for operations, but she has been studying the work of Brene Brown, who's a doctor of research who's really been focused on vulnerability. The theme of the topic this year is the power of vulnerability and how embracing vulnerability, which might seem scary, which has often been thought of as a weakness in the past or even now, actually is what allows us to be innovative, to be excited about taking risks, to be okay with failure, to allow compassion and empathy. So she has done a lot of work herself in that area. Then we have Jackie. She is one of the first female African-American firefighters in the New York Fire Department. She does a lot of work with the fire department on recruiting, particularly women women of color. She's going to be talking about that work. We have another woman named Alice who's here at SMX. She is earlier in her career. She's lived and worked in about, I think, 8 different countries. She's really going to talk about what it takes to be brave enough to do that, but also what does it feel like to be both an outsider and a non-outsider, being an immigrant and working in different countries. And then our final panelist, Cameron from Reprise Media. She just another great leader in this industry, and she's going to be chatting with us about how she's built the culture on her team. So I don't want to give too much away, although I've just given a lot away, but the panel is really inspiring to listen to. I encourage you to tune in for the live stream. You can also post questions on Facebook, and we'll try and get those answered from the panel as well. But we still have 3 days of SMX. Well, 2.5 days now. We're halfway through the first day. And have you seen any session titles, Jeff, that have popped for you, or you have penciled in to go and attend, that are new thoughts for you or new this year?
I think the ones that deal with sort of the merging of search and social are always interesting to me, because audience matching such a big thing now in both areas, and it's good to learn, I think, how that's used, so you can use both. If you're going to do a big campaign, you may as well use audience matching across sort of the, for lack of a better term, the internet to target the people who are really relevant to you. And then I always take in a lot of SEO sessions, because I'm not around that enough in my sort of personal work, and I'm just curious to see how that may be changing in terms of keywords and voice and a number of the new technologies that are out there.
I'm excited for those too. I actually see Carrie coming over. You want to come join us? I'm pulling her out of the crowd. Come on in. Here, you take Jeff's seat. Hi, Facebook. This is Carrie Kern. She works at Catalyst. She's one of our close Bing friends. Why don't you just tell our Facebook friends and fans what you're doing here at SMX and why Catalyst loves to come to SMX?
Great. So we always love we always love being part of SMX. There's so many smart and talented search marketers here, so we like to be a part of the mix. This time we are talking, we have 2 presentations. My colleague Cara this morning talked about audience targeting, building your audience pools so for better, more efficient paid search campaigns, which is very relevant these days, as Bing is increasing opportunity there for in-market, and other targeting opportunities. And then later today, my colleague Keely Taylor is presenting on search and social integration. Also,
that is the session. Jeff was just like, that's the session I want to go to.
yes, I mean, there's so many integration points. Keely's going to be sharing some best practices, some examples and case studies. So we're excited for that one as well.
Perfect.
So,
So I know now you can interview me.
Okay.
So you and I obviously attend a ton of SMXs.
Yeah.
Is there something special at this one that you're excited about that you see kind of as we, something that's maybe changing or something new that's happening here with search or with the topics that we're hearing?
Yes, so looking at the broader picture for brands, I think it's very interesting that there is a third search engine in a prominent place this time. With shopping searches becoming more prominent on Amazon, I think it's very interesting. We've started to see more and build Amazon more into our marketing mix along with Google and Bing. We see it as an important aspect. So it's very interesting to see them here at a search marketing conference.
Yeah.
So that's, I'd say, is the biggest change this year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've been doing a lot of research with them on how to package search and Amazon shopping. In fact, like Perna mentioned earlier, that's what she's going to be talking about this afternoon. But yeah, it's the first time we've seen them come and join us at an SMX, so that is exciting.
So next year I expect to see Pinterest here, but I'm surprised they haven't figured that out yet. So if you're listening, Pinterest, this is a search marketing conference. You should be here.
They just launched advertising,
Yeah.
like a weird thing about, but it's for like if I wanted to build my persona on LinkedIn myself, I can do little promoted ads.
Yes.
But not really yet on that big scale.
Yeah,
So hopefully
so
we'll
lots
see
of
that.
opportunities now.
Yeah.
The landscape is certainly growing, and there's more and more touch points for our customers and brands, so definitely important part of the media mix.
Yeah. Tell them the other special thing that Catalyst is doing at SMX starting later this afternoon.
Yes, a can't miss event for those of you that are here, or can get yourself down to the Javits Center. So if you didn't know, nothing goes better together than search and sangria. So at 2:45, you can come to the Catalyst booth outside of the paid search track and enjoy sangria. Very important. Thank you for reminding me. I can't believe I forgot.
Catalyst always has a great treat at SMXs. They always have a nice beverage treat for us as we move into the afternoon.
Yes, we have our priorities aligned.
Yes. Well,
So
thank
I
you
will
for
see you
stopping
there.
by
Yes,
Bing
thank
TV. Yes, we'll definitely stop by for our sangria. Bye. All right, Facebook. We are almost, let me see, we're going to be starting our next session in the Excel with Bing classroom soon. So we have to start wrapping up Bing TV. But I just want to do a couple other call outs. First of all, thanks again for joining us. Next week, Bing TV will be back on Monday, our usual day, as we'll all be home and back in Seattle. So remember, next week, stay tuned, 10 o'clock Pacific time, 1 o'clock Eastern on Monday. If you are hearing things about SMX and about Excel with Bing, you can get the presentations from our Excel with Bing classroom on SharePoint. So it's sharepoint.com/Bing ads. You can get all of the information there. And stay tuned for Jane's of Digital tonight. And that live stream, like I mentioned, will start at about 8:15 Eastern. And that's it from us. We got to get back to work here at SMX. Thanks again for joining. Bye.
Live from New York, it's Bing TV. Direct from Search Marketing Expo East in New York City. Hosted by Francis Donegan Ryan.